I can reveal this stunning renovation located in Birchgrove, which is situated on the northwest slope of the Balmain Peninsula and overlooks the Sydney Harbour. Thanks, Matt, for allowing me to come into your house. It looks like an absolutely stunning house. So who designed it and built it?
Well, the architect was Oliver Steele, who also has a construction company, and we used Oliver as the builder as well.
Well, he's done an amazing job. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
Okay, let's go meet him then.
Okay.
Let me introduce you to Gary.
G'day, mate. How you going?
Hey Gary, good to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. I've just had a brief look at what's going on here. You've done an amazing job with such a small space. I mean, what were you thinking to get this right?
Well, it was always going to be a very tight project. We had to create a generous family home, the feel and amenity of a generous family home within a very tight inner city site, with constraints of neighbours, heritage, access.
Well, looking forward to having a look around, and apparently you've got some great little innovative ideas and inventions that you've had to.
Well, so much thought has gone into the details of this house, because that's where the devil's in the detail and God's also in the detail. So that's where it all happens in a house like this.
All right. Well, let's go and discover it, hey? So, Oliver, I mean, this space is really quite small, but it really is.
Well, it certainly feels bigger than it is.
It feels a lot bigger than what it is. I mean, what are the ceilings here?
Ceiling here in this space is 2.7.
Yep.
Where it steps down, it's 3, and at the back, it's about 3.3.
So why do you do that? Why do you have a different heights?
Well, the progression of space in this building is really important, because what happens with a narrow terrace like this is everyone wants to open it up. But then with a long, narrow space, it can feel like a tunnel.
Yeah.
So it's really important to have divisions of space to make it feel like separate rooms whilst it still reads as one area.
Yeah, one area, which is, it does. I mean, this space, because of the high ceilings behind here, in the Mills area, it actually looks like a different room. There's some really innovative and inventions in this house, and one of them being the skylight behind us. So you designed that and built it. So how did you get it so seamless?
What was really important to me about it from a detail point of view was making the glass disappear as much as possible. So when you look at it, you see that the internal wall finish and the external wall finish are flush. They're in exactly the same plane, and the frame is recessed into the wall, which looks very simple, but it's actually much harder to achieve that than it is just building things up on top of a flat base.
Well, this is something I haven't seen before.
Well, Gary, this is something we hadn't seen before either. When we were demolishing, we had to remove the old chimney bricks from here, and we found this lovely pattern of soot and the shape of the old chimneys.
Yeah.
So we showed it to Matt and Bettina and said, we think this is great and we should feature it as part of the old house. And they agreed. So instead of running the gyprock straight across it, we turned it in and cut it in around the bricks, and then put a sealer over it.
Now, the ensuite is a really tight space. How did you manage to fit everything in there?
Well, they wanted a walk-in wardrobe and an ensuite, which in a house like this is a challenge. So we used the circulation space, which feeds into the ensuite as the wardrobe space, and the sliding doors at either end of the wardrobe are the mirrors.
Okay, so from here, from this space, we've got a whole set of stairs, and that takes us to the loft.
Yes, takes us to the attic. So again, tight space up there. We did little things like from the original roof pitch, which we couldn't go above, instead of sloping the roof down towards the back, which would create a low ceiling, we sloped the roof up, so the back roof actually drains over the front roof, so we get a slightly higher ceiling at the back.
Well, Matt, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your house.
That's fine.
It's an absolutely beautiful house. I would love to live here. And Oliver, congratulations. Absolutely work of art.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you.